and gentlemen, welcome to Northampton and the official launch of Hospital Broadcasting Week and the National Hospital Radio Awards 2012. Tonight, good news, there'll be no burning of napkins. Bad news, there'll sadly be no kinky boots or girls in hot pants. Instead, there's your host for the evening, and if he's in hot pants, then pass me the napkin and the candle now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sean Dunderdale.
Hello, hello. Good evening, and for Yuki and Mimi, our guests from Japan, here we go. Yo koso. Is that any good? All right, thank you. Right, here we go again then. Good evening and welcome to the National Hospital Radio Awards 2012 and the official launch of Hospital Broadcasting Week, a week that this year, I don't know if you know, is longer than ever. Not only does the week last until a week on Monday because of the Easter break, unlike recent conferences, we turn the clocks back last Saturday, so we're not doing it in the middle of the conference. So we actually gain an extra 60 minutes of drinking time, so than previous conferences. I have to say though, having seen the amounts that some of you have already put away, you won't be losing an hour tomorrow, you'll be losing a full day by the looks of things, so never mind. We won't make a big deal of it. Speaking of drinking too much, it was here in Northampton, the last time this conference was in Northampton, that we found out that Dave Nicholson was no longer going to be doing the award ceremony. And so Ian and I had a drink, obviously, and said, do you know what? It's easy doing that award ceremony, we'll have a go. And yes, I had hair at the time. All right. And yes, it's a lot of hard work, as June was saying, and thank you for those very kind words. Do you remember the last time we were in Northampton? Who was here last time we were in Northampton? Do you remember Dave in his kinky boots? Oh yes. I'm still having the nightmares. Anyway, here we are then. It's another fabulous celebration of all that has been happening over the past 12 months in hospital broadcasting. Dave, of course, a long time ago hung up those kinky boots, except at weekends, I'm told. Saturdays, back home, he often does that. But yes, after a glass of wine or two, Ian and I decided that it can't be that hard to put on a ceremony. 5 years ago, do you remember? As I say, you know, Ian and I were in our early 20s. Capital FM was a local radio station in London. Andrew Lansley was liked by the public and the NHS alike. And we didn't have petrol strikes. Anyway, how easy is it to do an awards ceremony? Well, a lot has happened in those 5 years. The show was 2 hours too long in Leeds, do you remember? It felt like 3 hours too long in Blackpool when some of the audio didn't work. The video didn't work in Glasgow, I seem to remember. It was running slow. And last year, as Alan has just mentioned, and we have the table here in front of us, the people who were on that table last year are here tonight. One member of this table put a napkin on a candle and we nearly had to evacuate the entire hotel. So tonight, anything can happen. We will wait and see. And please remember, I say this every year, if it all goes wrong, well, there's two things to remember. One, it's all Ian Lee's fault, who's hidden behind the desk over there. And two, we'll put it down as an early April Fool gag, so that should be all right. Anyway, let's move on. Otherwise, I will go on, and it will be April before we get finished tonight. As always, a huge thank you and a well done to our events team for organising, not just tonight, but the whole fantastic weekend. I've got to thank them because it's in the contract. No, I'm joking. They've done a fantastic job yet again. The weekend couldn't happen without them, giving up so many hours of their time. So well done to them. Round of applause for them. And I have to say, well done to you too, because we did tell the hotel that at these events we often drink the place dry, and I'm told we ran out of Boddingtons last night on the first night of the conference, so well done for literally drinking the place dry. Hopefully they've got supplies in. Got to thank the judges too for giving up their time. We've been very, very lucky to be judged by some of the best, both in media and health professionals, so thank you to them for the time they've put in to judging the entries. Some of them are with us tonight, scattered around the room, ready to be thanked or lynched. The choice is yours come the end of the night. You've got the list in the pack, so you can go find them if you want to and have a word. Tomorrow morning, of course, they've got a seminar. A couple of the judges will be there in the morning if you're not hungover to give you some tips if you want to win next year. So we'll do that in the morning, and good luck with that seminar tomorrow. Right. Also, thank you to our other guests and our sponsors who have given up their Saturday night to join us in our celebrations. And thank you to the Mayor as well for allowing us to come into his beautiful town and drink the place dry. Tonight, as always, it's about you, the volunteers from across the UK and beyond, producing hours upon hours of broadcasting and asking for nothing in return. Tonight, and Hospital Broadcasting Week, is obviously a tribute to every volunteer who's been involved in hospital broadcasting in whatever form it might be over the past, it's staggering now, 86 years. Even the Queen has only managed 60 so far. Oh, and happy Diamond Jubilee, Your Majesty, if you happen to be watching the video or listening. Yes, I've got to also say, as we're celebrating, it's Barbara and Ted Bowen, isn't it, on the table over there, who are celebrating their golden wedding anniversary today. So congratulations to them as well. They have the balloon up and are celebrating in style. Right, as we've already heard, our fabulous patron, Alan Dedico, will be leading us through the nominations tonight. So, Alan, will you please remind us of the categories?
Sure, the categories are Best Station Promotion, Best Specialist Music Programme, Best Speech Package, Best Special Event, the Best Newcomer Award, the HBA Volunteer of the Year, the John Whitney Award, the Best Male and Female Presenters of the Year, and of course, the PPL Station of the Year.
Give yourself a round of applause if you're nominated in one of those categories. Good luck to all of you, all our nominees. We always say you're winners already just getting this far, whatever happens tonight. And I hope you have a very good night and good luck as we head towards the ceremony itself. Tonight, as with last year, the 10 nominees in each category are already commended for getting this far, and unless you have a postman like Radio Hillingdon's Alan Green, you should have received your certificate already, which is good. Tonight, as usual, we'll be announcing the bronze, the silver and the gold winners. It's a bit like the Olympics in the summer, but without the podium, without the national anthems, and without the billions being spent on it, as you can see. If only. I'm joking. They've done a very good job. If you're announced as one of the winners, then please make your way to the stage. If you can make your way onto this side of the stage, please. There is a ramp at the back if you can go around the speakers if you prefer to use the ramp. Or as it's Olympic year, if you want to do a triple back jump. I don't mind. Apparently there is no such thing as a triple back jump, so if you want to prove them wrong and do that, then please do. As long as you get on the stage here, that is really all that matters. The judges have had an extremely hard task choosing the winners, I know. All have been very impressed by what they've heard, not just for those shortlisted tonight, but from all the entries that we've received in this year. We should all be proud of the many hours of hospital broadcasting that is being broadcast week in, week out, right across the country. And I think you should give yourselves a round of applause for the work that you do. But enough about me. Let's get this ceremony underway, shall we? And we're going to start on the big screens with a quick greeting from a singer, an extra factor presenter, all-round nice guy, Mr. Ollie Mers.
Hello, I hope you're having a fun night in Northampton. Sorry I can't be there tonight, but I hope you have a great evening. You're all doing a fantastic job and keep up the hard work. Well done to all those nominated for an award tonight, and a special congratulations to all the winners. I'll see you soon.
It was short and brief. Ollie Mers. He just wants you to play his songs. We'll have a few more special greetings as this evening continues, I promise you. Now, the judges have reached their decisions. There's no turning back. The napkins aren't burning. We've had to take the candles off them, so there's no chance. So, it's time. Let's find out who our winners are for 2012. The first award this evening is for the HBA Best Station Promotion in association with our friends at Hospedia. So, Alan, who is on our first shortlist?
Best Station Promotion. The nominees are BHBN.
Live football, home and away. Birmingham Sports. From Villa Park.
Get across it, and he does it. It's on the head of Ashley Young, and it's in. It is Stuart Banning.
Choice Radio.
So what are they?
Sunday time!
When you should listen. Between 9 and noon, that's when you can get to hear the very best in music. All the
news of the world!
Information about events and gossip about
people!
Every Sunday morning.
Harlow Hospital Radio.
So another year has been and gone, but it hasn't always been quiet.
With a royal wedding
Rugby World Cup, and don't mention the riots.
It's nearly Christmas, which means one thing, the annual radio pantomime.
Harrogate Hospital Radio.
Join me, Scott Wall, on Thursdays at 6 p.m. for the Wall-to-Wall Music Show. I'll take you on a musical journey across 6 decades to chart the hits of the last 60 years.
Radio Charwell.
Join me, Kevin Crouch, on Sunday at 12 for 2 hours of great Motown music. From 12 till 2, hear sounds from Stevie Wonder, The Supremes, Marvin Gaye and The Temptations.
Radio Glamorgan.
Whether you like a bit of McFly or Mozart, Lady Gaga, or you like grooving to a bit of Grease. Radio Glamorgan has something for everyone.
Radio Grapevine.
You too can be part of the action by requesting your favourite song or artist on 01506 411 123 and join my Marvinettes, where our nightly request show airs at 8:30 on Channel 1 on the dial.
Radio Northwick Park.
Hi, I'm Charles Biggie. Join me every Tuesday between 8 and 9 p.m.
for 33 1/3. Classic tracks, crackly vinyl, old and new, like this.
Radio Warnford.
Is there no one in this town who feels emotion at this man's death?
We're quite ruined then. Coming to Radio Warnford this Christmas Eve, the Warnford Players adaptation of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol.
Radio Way.
I give up.
This is the 1960s hour.
The 70s hour.
Stop.
I guess you've got the idea by now. You can listen to Radio Way night and day to all sorts of music.
Best Station Promotion.
Round of applause for the 10 nominees. Good luck to all of them. By the way, you can clap along when your station is called. Please give yourself a cheer as Radio Northwick Park did. Right, to announce the bronze, the silver and the gold winner in this category, we were hoping to be joined by the Commercial and Media Director of Hospedia, Ben Patman. As you know, he sent his sincere apologies earlier on today. To be honest, I have a feeling, and if you read the On Air magazine, you'll know I was in hospital towards the latter end of last year. I was in the only hospital, I think, in the country that doesn't have a hospital radio station. And on Hospedia, I could only get the local BBC local radio station. So I think Ben is now celebrating on holiday somewhere because I had to buy all the TV packages and phone and packages and everything. And the money he's got out of me over the last few months, I tell you, I've sent him the invoice. Anyway, Ben can't be here tonight. So instead, please welcome the, as we now know, retiring chairman of the HBA, Phil Moon. We've given Phil a great challenge here with one hand to open these envelopes. We stuck them down extremely harshly. Phil, who's got bronze?
You said you were going to staple them down. So. Here we go. The Best Station Promotion Bronze Award goes to, and now they're going to cheer, Radio Northwick Park.
The judges said the promo for 33 1/3, they felt it had a good voiceover, nice use of effects and a funny, memorable ending which will keep the listener engaged. It's your bronze winner, Radio Northwick Park. Thank you. Phil, please tell us who is taking silver.
I will.
You're halfway to being Long John Silver.
And that came from a parrot. Let's get on with it before it degenerates. The Silver Award, in kilts, of course, Radio Grapevine.
It's a staggering third year running that Radio Grapevine has won silver in this category. This year it's for Grapevine Vaults. The judges said that this promo was fun, a great parody, which would hook in the listener from the very beginning with a good use of clips. Well done, silver, Radio Grapevine. I'm also glad that this is not a mirrored floor, given he was wearing a kilt. I've only just eaten. Right, who has got gold, Phil?
I'm just glad I didn't clean my shoes, otherwise I might have seen something I shouldn't. Anyway, on to the gold award. It is Harlow Hospital Radio.
Last year's gold winners take the top prize yet again. This time it was for their promo for A Christmas Carol. The judges said the script was excellent and contemporary, with a good mix of voices and the right music that fitted perfectly. Everything just gelled, making it a deserved winner of gold. The 2012 Station Promotion of the Year, Gold, Harlow Hospital Radio. And thank you to Phil, not only for tonight, for all the work you've done, once again. On to our next category. This is the award for the HBA Specialist Music Programme in association with our friends at PPL, who are here tonight. Alan, the nominations, please.
Best Specialist Music Programme. The nominees are City Beat.
Towards the end of the decade, cool jazz emerged as a more subtle, moody and muted kind of music than the bebop before it. It also incorporated harmonies of the 20th century classical composers such as Stravinsky and Debussy.
Hospital Radio Bedside.
She'd been in the charts for 32 weeks and peaked at number 2 for a few weeks. And I thought, well, that's it, she's never going to get to number 1. But what does she do? She obviously listened to me last week and thought, I'll show you. I'll buy a few of my own singles.
Hospital Radio Maidstone.
Rocked me back on the heels first time I heard that. Pat Benatar, written by her, and guitarist Neil Giraldo. They're a wonderful tune. Hell is for Children, like I say. Very, very difficult subject, treated exceptionally well.
Hospital Radio Reading.
She first became famous in the mid-50s. She was educated locally at St Joseph's Convent, and her father had a business in King's Road, Reading.
HWD.
So if you don't remember Europe from the 1980s with the Final Countdown, you know, and their lead singer, Joey Tempest, had really, really bad poodle hair. Now he hasn't. He's got rid of the poodle hair.
Northern Air.
And so we visited Disneyland, and I can still remember walking down Main Street, USA, and it was just fantastic, the sights and the sounds. And we walked through that magical fairy castle, and the first ride we saw was the Peter Pan ride.
Radio Charwell.
Was Fantasia 10 and Sei Ella Pergunta, both played by Nelson Amos, the American guitarist, and taken from his album Summer Serenade, classical guitar favourites.
Radio Live.
George Martin tapped like that, and it went absolutely quiet. Everybody was just like, you know. And Dad called me over and he held my hand and he sang Michelle.
Southampton Hospital Broadcasting Association.
Paul proceeded to prove his worth to the group and impressed John Lennon by knowing the words to 2 American rock and roll songs, 20 Flight Rock and Bebop-A-Lula. Paul's friend George Harrison joined the band in 1959 after auditioning for John.
The Hospital Broadcasting Service.
The Auslan Daily Jazz Hits. Now, if you like that, you do have a chance to go and see them. They play every week at Natasha's Cafe. It's going to cost you a penny or two, though, because Natasha's Cafe you're going to find in the US state of Kentucky.
Best Specialist Music Programme.
Your 10 nominees for Best Specialist Music. So good luck to all of them. To announce the winners in this category, please welcome, on behalf of our sponsors, PPL, and they don't know which one it is going to be of the two of them, Charlotte Todds. Come on, Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. I'm wondering whether I should interrogate you or not, but I think I won't. I'll just let you get on with telling us who has won bronze.
And the winner of the Bronze Award is City Beat.
City Beat's Journey Through Jazz takes bronze. The judges said that the presenter had a wonderful voice, sounded very knowledgeable about the subject, and the programme contained great content, making it a must-listen. Bronze, City Beats. Who takes silver?
And the Silver Award goes to HWD Hospital Radio.
HWE's classic rock show takes silver. The judges thought it contained great content throughout. And again, the presenter was humorous with a good presentational style and proved to have a great knowledge of the music being played. Silver, HWD. So, specialist music programme, who has got cold? Gold, not cold, sorry. That was last night at the quiz.
And the Gold Award goes to Hospital Radio Bedside.
Hospital Radio Bedside down hometown takes gold. The judges said it felt like it was just a great listen. Again, there was a great knowledge of the music within the programme with interesting background information on the tracks being played. Overall, they felt the presenter had a nice style, informative, yet engaging for the audience. The 2012 music programme, Hospital Radio Bedside takes gold. And Charlotte, thank you. I've just realised I haven't tweeted for 20 minutes, and anyone who knows me knows I have to tweet every 20 minutes, else it won't work. I'll tell you what we'll do. If you all wave at the camera, I'll tweet a photo of what my view is of the awards ceremony. So can we all give the camera a wave, please? That'll do. A room full of very ugly people. Right, in a moment. How to redeem yourself to an audience. Our Best Speech Package and Best Special Event Awards. But first, another one of our quick greetings. On the big screen, Alexandra Burke.
Hey guys, I'm Alexandra Burke. I just want to say I hope you're all having an amazing night. Good luck if you're nominated, and well done for all the work that you guys are doing. Enjoy your evening. God bless. Peace and love.
Alexandra Burke. That was in my office, bizarrely. I'm sure there's private information in the background if you look carefully at the video. But right, our next award is the HBA Best Speech Package Award. Here's the shortlist.
Best Speech Package. The nominees are Choice Radio.
I guess the audiences are quite reticent to start with until they get in the swing of it.
Well, that's it, into the swing, which is, literally.
Yeah. That wasn't intended in that way, I assure you.
Hospital Radio Plymouth.
We were told before the war that there were two categories of patients that we weren't going to ever have to receive. They were going to be Iraqi prisoners of war and children. You will never guess the two majority categories of patients that we received.
Radio Fox.
Jay Simpson plays the ball in, and Henderson, and that's the goal! 0 to Millwall! It's a brilliantly worked goal, I have to say, from Millwall. The defence didn't know what happened to him. Jay Simpson played a pinpoint pass.
Radio Frimley Park.
To lay the foundation stone and later to open the hospital, they invited a very eminent lady, Princess Christian. Not so much known today. Her full title was Princess Christian of Schleswig-Holstein.
Radio Live.
I had nothing to do with the organising, I'm just here to eat cake. And what a lot of cake. People bring their own food.
People brought their own tables and chairs on the whole and their own food for their families or groups.
Radio Redhill.
It looks as if you've done that before.
I think I have done it before, but I have a terrible fear of worms. And that's why I don't garden much. It seemed to be rather good soil here, prepared, wormless soil.
Radio Tyneside.
When I was a little lad, my dad used to take my autograph book down, and at home I've got autographs of Margaret Lockwood and Harry Seacombe and all these people who came and were interviewed. And when they came to the Theatre Royal, the first on the calling was the hospital radio people.
Radio Way.
When I was little, I was told that I was born in answer to prayer. To say you were going to be a nun, people say, oh, isn't she a dote, isn't she lovely? I kind of thought that I always would be a nun.
Sunshine Hospital Radio.
This is the first time in over a quarter of a century that Marcus, Gary, Jennifer and Gail have been interviewed together, and it's a real pleasure to welcome you all.
Whipps Cross Hospital Radio.
Pomace is something you get from your scratter
And scratter is basically a glorified garden shredder which turns apples into pulp.
What happens once you've got the apple juice out of the apples?
Okay, well, once you've got the apple juice, you have to measure the gravity, which tells you how much sugar is in the apple juice.
Best speech package.
So Dame Judi Dench is scared of worms, and the word whips gets the biggest cheer of the night so far. Right, to announce the winners, we welcome one of our judges, someone who started out in hospital radio in Coventry, I believe, before spending the last 30 years in broadcasting, becoming a regular reporter on Radio 4, an award winner himself, now senior lecturer at the University of Lincoln. Please welcome Barney Chowdhury. Barney would like to say a few words, so while he does, I'll go get his envelope. Thank you.
Sean's absolutely right. I started my career in hospital radio, and I wouldn't be here if it weren't for people who never wanted to be broadcasters, but wanted to turn people into broadcasters. I'm thinking of a guy called Reg Yeoman, and earlier this evening I bumped into some volunteers from the Coventry Hospital Broadcasting Service who are going to be celebrating their 40th year as a hospital radio station, and they let me know tonight that one of their own, Anne Chandler, is in a hospice, and my thought and my love goes out to everybody who's a volunteer at the hospital radio. Thanks very much for making my career, and I hope I can give you something back tonight.
So the winner of the bronze goes to Radio Lion. Radio Lion takes bronze for their coverage of last year's royal wedding. The judges said the piece offered great atmosphere with good out-on-location reporting and some good sound effects, helping the listener build a picture in their mind of what was happening and feeling a part of the event. A good choice of voices and locations helped too. Well done. Bronze, Radio Lion. Silver. Silver then, Barney. Oh, this is good. This is good. The winner of the Silver Award is Radio Red Hill. Last year's bronze winner in this category takes silver this year, coverage of a rose planting ceremony at Hever Castle. The reporter set the scene beautifully, said the judges, with a great opening paragraph. Also a very nice voice to listen to, relaxed and confident interviewer. And the judges said, I felt safe in his hands, and getting Dame Judi to confess to a hatred of worms was a gem. It's silver, it's Radio Red Hill, well done. So, best speech gold. Who gets the gold? Not telling you. Oh. Not telling you at all. Fine, I'll do it. It is, no. You can if you want. And the winner, the gold award for the best speech package, goes to Sunshine Hospital Radio, the famous five. Sunshine Hospital Radio. The judges loved this extract, indeed said they wanted to hear more. They felt bringing together the original Famous Five was a well-structured piece of radio, a great idea that Sunshine made happen. Engaging, interesting, he's going to take all the plaudits. Fun, you're informative. The judges really enjoyed listening to it. So well done. The 2012 Best Speech Package, Sunshine Hospital Radio.
See, it is difficult to say.
Our next award is the HBA's Special Event Award. So, let's listen to the short list of nominees.
Best Special Event. The nominees are Choice Radio.
In today's programme, we look back at yesterday's events with around 3,000 reported dead and many more injured. In the studio, we have our political commentator Anthony Deakin to discuss whether yesterday's battles have indeed brought an end to the English Civil War, which has plagued the country for the last decade.
Coventry Hospital Radio.
It has just gone 11 o'clock. We are here with you for 48 hours live, and I can tell you that the show has got off to a great start. The computer is throwing a moody.
Hospital Radio Basingstoke.
Steph, can you hear me?
I can, yes.
How are you?
Very hot, and I think they're about to start the official. Oh, they are.
They're doing the official warm-up.
When you say there's an official warm-up, is there a non-official warm-up? That's my question.
Yeah, probably by the beef burger tent.
Hospital Radio Plymouth.
RAF Harrowbeer was conceived from the rubble from Plymouth, from the Blitz, in March, April 1941. And 3 large tarmac runways were laid out in the form of a letter A.
Milton Keynes Hospital Radio.
My name's Martin Thorpe. It's my pleasure to get proceedings underway. And with me in the studio this evening, Philip Yates and Dan Tollitt. Good evening, gentlemen.
Yes, good evening, Martin.
Good evening. Well, we're not going to do all the 45 hours ourselves, by the way.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Radio Fox.
So what do you think of the sexy dance moves, Rosie? Very good, very energetic, and they look beautiful as well, so... They look stunning, don't they?
This year's entertainment stage has everything from Bollywood and belly dancing to bhangra and beatboxing.
Radio Hillingdon.
The royal party at Buckingham Palace at the moment, just about to enjoy a rather nice wedding reception lunch.
Oh, very nice. I bet they got really nice food, yummy food.
We've got a packet of crisps and a chocolate bar down here. So,
yes, and some popcorn.
Radio Red Hill.
Straw off it, because we don't want that in the wall. The sheep's just saying hello. And what we're going to do is start at the top of the brisket and we're going to go down the belly into the ball patch just by the udder, down there.
Radio Tyneside.
Can I just say, it's quite impressive today that you come with all your clothes on, your best clothes, to present the show. And of course the T-shirt.
Not a
Radio
sweatshirt.
It's a sweatshirt. What's the difference?
T-shirt's the one that's got no collar on.
I'm glad I've got these fashion tips.
You probably don't remember those days, do you?
I only bother about clothes I can get into.
Victoria Radio Network.
We're on the dawn of a brand new hospital getting opened, because that's, good for all of us.
Well, I was there on Monday with Nicola Sturgeon. Fantastic facility, really is. State of the art, long overdue in Kirkcaldy.
Best special event.
Round of applause for the nominees, especially the sheep. Announcing the winners, please, you've heard him speak already this evening. We welcome the Mayor of Northampton, Councillor Jamie Lane. Okay, Councillor Lane, please tell us who takes bronze.
Our arch rivals, if you follow rugby, is Radio Fox.
The judges enjoyed Radio Fox's coverage of the event, bringing to life what is a colourful event in Leicester's life, and really allowing the patients listening in the hospital bed the chance to feel a part of it. The presenter was enthusiastic, keen to get involved, and our enjoyment really shone through. Bronze, Radio Fox. Mr. Mayor, who takes silver?
At the sheep arms here, Radio Red Hill.
Their second silver award of the evening. The judges felt this entry at the South of England show was an engaging listen for any audience. It enabled those listening to build pictures in their mind of the event, and the variety of material ensured it kept its pace throughout. Silver goes to Radio Red Hill. So, I have to admit, taking gold is going to be me this evening, because we've locked the doors, and I'm taking that chain before you get off the stage. We're going to melt it down and make some money. Now, okay, who's taking gold then in our special events?
Okay, the winner for the best special event gold award goes to Choice Radio.
Last year, Choice took bronze. This year, they take gold for Worcester 1651, a special anniversary and a special event covered in a very different way on air. The judges liked its creativity and the way that what could have been a difficult topic was brought to life in an ingenious way. Well done, the 2012 special event gold, Choice Radio. And thank you to the Mayor of Northampton as well for this evening, being with us this evening. Up next, the Best Newcomer and the Volunteer of the Year and the John Whitney Award winners. First though, if you're easily offended, there is a little swear word in the next piece, so just pop your fingers in your ears, just very quickly, it won't last long. We're going to the newsroom of Channel 4 News, where waiting for us is the one and only Jon Snow.
Hello from Jon Snow, Channel 4 News. I hope you're having a terrific evening there in Northampton and that the awards are really going well. If you've been nominated, many congratulations. If you win, well, even more congratulations. Or, well, congratulations to everybody because you make a profound difference to the lives of people who are in hospital. Hospital radio is just one of the great movements. And you know something? I think in the new digital age, radio is as good as it gets, especially yours. So have a terrific evening, don't get too pissed, and see you soon.
Dirty mouth. Jon Snow, ladies and gentlemen. All complaints, you spell Ian I-A-I-N. Our next award is the HBA Newcomer of the Year, sponsored once again by our friends at PPL. So, Mr. Dedico, who makes the top 10?
Best Newcomer. The nominees are Darren Tingle, Bay Trust Radio.
I've just taken a call from Lynn and she said, Darren, can you play us anything from Kool and the Gang? Because it takes me back to me youth and mid-discos and everything else. So that was for you, Lynn. That was Kool and the Gang. That was Ladies' Night. Before that, we had Katie Cole and Sunrise.
Neil Wilkes, Coventry Hospital Radio.
What do you call it in rugby? 19-0? 19-0? 19-0. New Zealand 19, France yet to score anything. Not good. Nil point.
Jennifer Hutchinson, Grampian Hospital Radio.
There's a few obvious ones in there. I'm thinking maybe a bit of Lady Gaga, a bit of Lionel Richie, a bit of The Doors, maybe even a bit of The Clash, which I know is kind of cheating a little bit because I know London Calling isn't really about telephones, but hey, I love The Clash, so I've got to put it in there somewhere.
Mark Ranger, Harlow Hospital Radio.
If you manage to get a decent sound from that through your headphones on your bedside equipment, you just listen in awe to the amount of sound he was getting in that recording. An old mono recording from back in the 60s, they just don't get much better than that, in my humble opinion.
Christine Rowley, Hospital Radio Basingstoke.
I know there's some ladies up on D ward that, bless them, have waited now because I went round the ward at about 5 o'clock and they were so excited because they just love Home by the artist that we know. We're not going to get him to sing it tonight.
No.
We're actually going to get you to sing it.
Barry Pike, Hospital Radio Swindon.
More Music Express, where your requests are played in about 15 minutes' time in the Riddle House, and a moment in time as well. Will you guess the year from the clues? But first, as always, the Time Out Trio. 3 songs, something old, something new, and something in between.
Elliot Davis, HWD.
I hope you're ready. It's going to be a great ride. I've got so much stuff coming up for you. I've got Barry White, I've got Michael Bublé, I've got the Bellamy Brothers, I've got Beach Boys, I've got Stevie Wonder, and Blue. Flipping heck, I haven't heard them in a while.
Gary Dixon, Radio Forest.
Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Happy birthday to Lawrence Cowan on Tuesday, who celebrates his 55th birthday, the lead singer with Styx. And he was born in 1956, making him 55 on Tuesday.
William MacDonald, Radio Forest.
Since the 1st of November, I've been trying my absolute best to grow a moustache for this Movember course, which is basically where you grow a moustache for charity. Now, it's not working for me. I'm actually growing a beard instead of a moustache. It's not good.
Bob Mayer, Radio Way.
Wasn't it supposed to be me and someone's pet rabbit? Me in a swimming pool with a giant. That was.
Ah, it just keeps getting better.
It was put round in the boardroom.
I don't know if that was ever actually seriously considered.
I think it was on Facebook. It was discussion.
I think everyone else was talking about it and not me.
Well, I'm upset.
Best Newcomer.
Round of applause, please, for the 10 best newcomers this year. So nice, some great entries there. To reveal the winners, please welcome our second guest from PPL this evening, Lucy Cousins. Right, now Charlotte got off easy, so what question? No, I won't. Lucy, please tell us who's taking bronze in Best Newcomer.
The Bronze Award for Best Newcomer goes to Mark Ranger at Harlow Hospital Radio.
The judges said Mark had great musical knowledge, was an interesting listen with good stories and clearly well researched his programme before taking to the airwaves. They enjoyed it, thought it should be bronze. Mark Ranger. Who's taking silver?
And the Silver Award goes to Neil Wilkes at Coventry Hospital Radio.
The judges felt Neil sounded friendly, a great communicator who has a great ability to adapt styles, as you can see here, red tie, cardigan. Between news, orange tie and cardigan. Adapting styles between news and more humorous subjects, they said they found, just from the entry, that Neil was quite educational in his presentational style too, in a fun way though, which was important. Well then, silver goes to Neil. So, 2 down. Who's going to get gold? We'll find out, shall we? Lucy.
And the Gold Award for Best Newcomer goes to Christine Rowley at Hospital Radio Basingstoke.
Well, the judges said that Christine's lovely warm voice was something all of the judges in this category agreed on. The entry proved her versatility as a presenter with varied material. Clearly a lot of effort being put into preparing her shows. A very, very well-deserved winner, as one judge put it. The 2012 Gold Newcomer, Hospital Radio Basingstoke's Christine Rowley. And thank you, Lucy, as well. And thank you for all the support PPL gives Hospital Broadcasting as well and the awards. Thank you very much. Thank you. Our next award then, and it's time to find out who is our winner of this year's HBA Off-Air Volunteer of the Year. Now for this award there are no nominations, just the winner. And to reveal it, please welcome HBA's President, June Snowden. You weren't expecting that, was you? Yeah.
And the winner is Noel Antliff, Radio Way.
Wow. Unfortunately, Noel can't be with us this evening, so would a member of Radio Way, I think already is, make their way and collect the award on his behalf. The judges agreed Noel was the deserved winner of this award this year after hearing of the amazing work he's been doing at Radio Way over the past 12 months, promoting the station like no one else. Noel bought his own Royal Mail Transit van a few years back, and after kitting it out at his own expense, he spent the past year out and about at events, waving the Radio Way flag and playing music from the back of his van. On air, he hosts 2 shows a week on the station, and his commitment to Radio Way has never been stronger, despite an exceptionally tough year for Noel. Over the last 12 months, he sadly lost his wife. Someone he admitted was his right arm, his rock. And as if that wasn't enough, Noel has recently been diagnosed with cancer, but is determined not to be beaten, remaining positive and ready for the challenge ahead of him. Your Off-Air Volunteer of the Year from Radio Way is Noel Antliff. Please send him our best, Radio Way.
Can I just say, I was at Radio Way on Sunday, and I am so sad that Noel couldn't be here tonight. He's a lovely man, and he really does deserve that award. Thank you.
Thank you, June. Thank you, June. Moving on then, let's find out who is winning this year's prestigious John Whitney Award. This, again, has no short list of nominees for this award, handed out in recognition of outstanding service over a number of years to hospital broadcasting. To announce the winner and to tell us a little bit more about them, We welcome the head of presentation at Absolute Radio. You may have seen his seminar earlier on today, someone I regard as a good friend as well, Paul Sylvester.
Good evening and konnichiwa. That was it. That was the one word. Thank God for Google is all I say. Before I reveal the winner of this award, once again, as a judge of this year's awards, I was staggered by some of the creativity that you all broadcast and that you create. You really are a shining light in broadcasting, and as somebody who works in commercial radio and who's seen commercial radio shrink, and for some people it's become a bit less creative, a bit less adventurous, you guys are doing some of the things which are truly staggering. For you to be doing weekly football commentaries, weekly outside broadcasts, specialist music programmes, and also drama. You're doing drama. There's only Radio 4 does drama. You're taking them on and you're doing a sterling job. So congratulations. This year, as a judge, it was tougher than ever. So well done. The winner of the John Whitney Award this year is someone who is just approaching his 40th year with his hospital radio station. Fellow volunteers at the station describe our winner as a true inspiration, a real influence in training up new members, making them feel welcome and encouraging them to become a stronger part of the station. He's also the man to turn to when things need sorting, whether it's radio systems that need repairing, new headphones soldering, prizes organised and delivered to patients, creating the station's record library programme and technology. Actually, he basically keeps the station on air, especially over the past couple of years, when the station's entire future has been in doubt. He's someone who's passionate about what he does, and someone who has, and who will, fight to ensure the hospital radio service he is committed to continues to broadcast and develop way beyond its forthcoming 50th anniversary. The winner of the John Whitney Award for 2012, from Red Dot Radio, the Edinburgh Broadcasting Service, is Malcolm Kirby. Now, this riot shield that's in front of me says, "Back to Sean."
I knew you'd say that. I knew you'd read whatever it says on there.
You taught me to read out loud.
Yes, sadly Malcolm can't be with us tonight, so could Jim Simpson, the Scottish Regional Rep, please collect the trophy on his behalf. Well done. The John Whitney Award winner 2012 then from Red Dot Radio, the Edinburgh Broadcasting Service, is Malcolm Kirby. Please pass on our best to Malcolm. And congratulations to Red Dot. Thank you. You didn't give me any abuse this year. Are you feeling all right? Okay, all right. 3 more to go then. Our best female and male presenters of the year, and of course the 2012 Station of the Year. Before that though, let's cross to the studios of BBC Radio 2 and a special message from the HBA ambassador, Ken Bruce.
Hi, it's Ken Bruce here from BBC Radio 2. Well done to all those who have been nominated for awards tonight there in Northampton. I hope you do well, but if you don't win, it doesn't matter, because the job we do is such fun anyway. We do it whether we won prizes or got paid for it, well, I do. I still don't quite understand why. We'd do it anyway, wouldn't we? And hospital radio, never let anybody tell you it's not worthwhile, because we know it makes a difference. People who experience hospital radio have a happier time during their stay in hospital. So keep doing it, enjoy yourselves, and I think you'll win anyway.
Ken Bruce, ladies and gentlemen. Okay then, let's find out who the nominees are then, as we move on to the first Presenter of the Year category. It's the HBA Best Female Presenter of the Year. So who are the top 10?
Female Presenter of the Year. The nominees are Cat Dal, City Beat.
That was M People with Colour My Life, and that was for Jane on T13, who also said, please say hello to Sylvia, who I believe is in the bed opposite her. So that's lovely.
Tara Court, Coventry Hospital Radio.
I don't know if you'd know, if you watched Sesame Street at all. They used to have a segment on Sesame Street which was one of these things is not like the others, and he sings that to it, and it's kind of ruined it. He's ruined quite a lot of songs for me, as my husband.
Ellie Jackson, Harrogate Hospital Radio.
I'd spotted at the front of the bus the fact that there was a litter bin, so I thought I'll just put my ticket in there, and unfortunately it was on what the driver called a soft catch, and I somehow managed to catch this catch, with the result that the bin tipped upside down.
Nita Jumu, Hospital Radio Chelmsford.
Excellent. And did you play along with our game? What key can't open a door?
No key.
No, it's monkey.
Get me up a lot now, I'll take that.
Sophie Neville, Hospital Radio Plymouth.
So Newton, what was it like being the headline act after the first day of the America's Cup World Series here in Plymouth?
It was really fun. That was really fun. I mean, I'm still very much getting used to headlining things.
Louise Cruz, Hospital Radio Reading.
You may say to yourself, what a dashing young man, I feel like I want to speak to him. And you will tell him your request that you would like to hear. We have another young man on the wards as well. Matthew Rolland is currently somewhere lost in the maternity block.
It's easy to get lost out there.
Never to be seen again, so if you see him, ladies, give him a wave.
Anita Heppel, HWD.
If you want to look at a lot of pretty faces, click on to hwdhospitalradio.com. Check us out on the website, find out more about the radio station, take a look at us presenters. I wonder, just looking up at the screen there, how much airbrushing has gone on.
Judy Hughes, Radio Forest.
Now I've got another one of those...
Would you believe it?
...type stories. Apparently, trains have been cancelled again. Well, that's a definitely would believe it there. But apparently they've been cancelled because of the wrong kind of weather.
Tindy C, Radio Fox.
I can't remember if she doesn't like eggs, boiled eggs, and therefore she doesn't like boiled men, or she doesn't like boiled men and therefore she doesn't like boiled eggs. I can't work out which way it goes, I can't remember, but something like that. And no offence to any bold people out there.
Mandy Morrow, Radio Way.
Barring for 20 minutes.
Oh, that's just the half bit. You can do bars or catcalls. Meow. Can you help me? Meow. What? Meow.
You are a very eccentric man, do you know that? If people could just see the shirt that you're wearing now.
Female Presenter of the Year.
Round of applause for our female presenters of the year. Before we go on, Louise Crooms, hello, where are you? Just give us a shout. On Twitter earlier today, you tweeted that you were found in the lift wearing nothing but a towel earlier in the hotel. Is that true? What happened? Can you tell us? Right. Okay, there were boys in the changing room of the swimming pool, apparently. So she decided to not get changed in the changing room with the boys and decided to wander around the hotel naked instead. That makes sense. Right, let's move on to announce the winners for the best female presenters of the year. Please welcome again a fantastic seminar earlier if you were part of it, the Chief Executive of the Radio Academy, John Myers.
Not really. You've stole the show. You're doing brilliant. Isn't he doing brilliantly tonight? For someone who's normally drunk in a stupor somewhere, he's doing pretty well. It's good to be here tonight. Thank you very much indeed for the kind invite. Can I tell them about how you invited me? Or,
you can try.
Well, he rang me up and said, John, he said, do you fancy coming along to these awards tonight? And recognise the great talent. I said, yeah, of course I'd do that for you, of course I do. And I put the phone down and I went, hang on, he didn't mention a fee. Well, I'm a professional, I should get a fee. So I thought, I'll text him. So I texted him, I said, can I have a fee? I've never heard the text come back so quickly. It just said, no, you can't. And I've known him for 10 years, but you think in 10 years he'd know how to spell the word can't. They've just got that over there. Can you run round there? Get right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, fellow athletes, the winner of Presenter of the Year Bronze is, wow, Anita Heppel, HWD Hospital Radio.
I'm just checking, Anita isn't here, is she? No. Anita isn't here, but I know others from HWD are, so please go and collect it on her behalf. Anita is no stranger to being up on the stage for this award. 2 years ago she took the bronze. Last year it was silver. Now she's in the top 3 again, taking bronze with another fabulous entry. All the judges agreed Anita has a fabulous voice, a great presenting style, and they said, she just touched my bum. And they said, unless it was you, no. And then they said, she's a natural who's friendly and whose programmes are clearly relevant to hospital life and aimed at lifting spirits. Please pass on our best to Anita Heppel, Bronze Female Presenter of the Year. John, who takes silver?
Silver is Sophie Neville, Hospital Radio Plymouth.
Sophie, described by the judges as a confident and authoritative broadcaster who's warm with a friendly personality and who's again good at the integration of hospital issues into her programming. The judges loved her style of presenting and the variety of material included in her entry. Sophie Neville takes silver, Presenter of the Year for the female category. Oh, it's tense now. Who is going to be taking the gold in this category?
I've certainly got the best job, I'll tell you. Fantastic. Glad my wife's in Spain. I've told her I'm at a boring banker's banquet tonight, so... Anyway, gold goes to Ellie Jackson, Harrogate Hospital Radio.
Making her way slowly forward. The judges said that Ellie was a well-deserved gold winner. She has a naturally relaxed way of chatting with listeners, along with a strong sense of importance and relevance that she gives a hospital radio show. She's described as being real, honest, and her programme has a real community feel about it. The 2012 Female Presenter of the Year, Ellie Jackson. Ellie Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, Ellie. Okay, the penultimate award of the night. It is the HBA Best Male Presenter of the Year. Here's the nominations.
Male Presenter of the Year. The nominees are Hamish McCaw, Grampian Hospital Radio.
Hello, 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 good evening. Welcome to another eclectic mix. I'm Hamish McCaw, and I'm going to be taking you through another 60 minutes of music in which there should be something for everyone.
Ian Whiter, Harrogate Hospital Radio.
Right, we're going to go across to Belton Ward and say hi, good evening to Anthony Middleton. Hi, Anthony.
Oh, there.
How are you?
Oh, I'm getting better.
You're getting better. That's what we like to hear.
I've been in here 9 times this year.
9?
Yes.
Oh, they'll be inviting you on the Christmas party next.
I know.
Adam Ravenscroft, Hospital Radio Chelmsford.
33 years old used to stop using a boob tube, apparently. Navel piercing, 35. Personally, I don't think you should have your navel pierced at all, but that's just my personal preference.
Andrew Hill, Hospital Radio Plymouth.
Why is it that the batteries in smoke alarms always decide to fail in the middle of the night? It never happens during the daytime, does it? Not a civil hour when you can replace them. The other night I was in bed, it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and suddenly I could hear beep, beep.
Keith Jolly, Hospital Radio Plymouth.
What links Angelina Jolie and the song Wild Thing? Well, it was written by Chip Taylor, whose real name is James Wesley Voight, and is the brother of actor John Voight. So he's Angelina Jolie's uncle.
Rodri Buttrick, Hospital Radio Reading.
Right, I'm in the Caversham ward. We're about to play Record Breakers or Record Fakers with Rosanna and Rita's. Can't forget Rita. The entire bay is getting involved today, which is great.
Dave B, Northern Air.
Got lined up here, Johnny Mathis and Stardust. Would you like for your Brian to be the DJ?
Brian dear, I hope you're listening to me. Get the knee bending because I want you home tomorrow. And here's Stardust by Johnny Mathis.
Alex Baker, Radio Chelsea and Westminster.
Shortly before tonight's show, I spoke to a lovely lady called Tara, who's currently on the Annie Zuntz ward. And it was a lovely chat. And Tara, if you're listening, hello again to you. Tara is big into her musicals, and she does a bit of amateur dramatics.
John Murray, Victoria Radio Network.
Let's say hello to Annie Hutchison. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good.
I'm awfully excited.
I'm no surprised, dear. It's a year since we were in talking about all the cards you got for your 95th birthday, but now you're how old?
96.
96.
Ed Payne, Whitechapel AM.
Those of you who've just joined us, Sophie's been digging in a box all morning. Oh God, I'm stuck on the rag.
Right, so it's got this scabby old rag on it that Ed makes me dive into.
It's because the box has got no lid, listeners, that's why. There is a method behind the madness.
Male Presenter of the Year.
Round of applause for the top 10 male presenters. Good luck to them. Announcing the bronze, silver and gold male presenters of the year, we welcome back John Myers once again. So popular, we invited him back. The bronze.
Obviously short of people to hand out. Actually, I'm awarded out really, because this is the third awards I've been at in a week. The first one was the British Cross-Dressing Society. So, nice to see Sean again so quickly. I won't tell you the other one he was at. Right, the Bronze Award. Bronze Award goes to... Oh, I met him there as well. Ed Payne, Whitechapel AM.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
One of last year's Newcomer of the Year winners, Ed now takes bronze in the Male Presenter of the Year category. The judges liked Ed's style of presentation, warm, friendly, having fun, taking the patient's mind off their hospital environment, which is what it's all about. There's plenty of energy in Ed's entry, and it was a fun listen, said the judges. Well done, Ed, bronze Male Presenter of the Year. Not sure I want to introduce him back here now. Who takes silver then, John?
Do you want to hear more stories about him? No, in the bar later, all right? After 12. Right, silver goes to... Wow. Alex Baker, Radio Chelsea and Westminster.
The judges said Alex was very engaging with a good conversational style of presentation, which has great pace and is accessible to listen to. The judges enjoyed how he dedicated time to describing his conversation with the listener and creating a real picture in the mind of those listening. Well done, our silver winner, Alex Baker. Now, John, come here. You did a fantastic seminar for us earlier on today, good question and answer, and you gave some great stories. For those that weren't at the seminar, though, just tell us the blind listener story. Oh, go on, just one more time. Right. Do you want to hear it again? Yeah. I think so.
Right, budge over. When I run radio stations, I go under my managing director, or as affectionately known, damaging director title, as John Myers. But when I'm on the air, I go under the name of John Morgan, which is really good, because people would ring me to complain about me, and I can thoroughly recommend that, by the way. And one day I came up the stairs and my PA says, there's a complaint, she's been hanging on 15 minutes. I went, oh my word. So I picked up the phone and it said, is that Mr. Myers? I said, it is. He said, I've got a very serious complaint. I said, don't worry about that, love, I've never heard a complaint that's not serious. And we're running a competition on air at the time with a daily newspaper. And when you rang in for this, I would say, have you got the paper? They'd say, yeah, and I'd say, to check they bought it, I'd say, pick the headline off page 11, they'd read it out. So I knew they'd bought the paper. So this woman said, I said, what's up with you, love? She said, well, I'm blind. I says, yeah. So therefore I'm victimised. I says, oh God. She says, I can't read the paper, so therefore I can't enter. What are you going to do about it? I says, love, what about those who are deaf? They don't even know we're doing a competition. I said, so there's always someone worse off than yourself. She says, you're absolutely right, I'm sorry to ring you. Don't worry, love, that's why I'm here. Anyway. Right, the Gold Award. What an honour this is for the Gold Award winner. Something to treasure for the rest of their lives, and it really is wonderful to present this Gold Award to Adam Ravenscroft, Hospital Radio Chelmsford. Well, once again, the judges were impressed with Adam's conversational style of presentation. They said he seems lively with a hint of mischief. He's upbeat, very confident at talking with listeners, and shows how relaxed he is in front of the microphone and in front of the patients too. Well done then. Gold, Adam Ravenscroft. And thank you too to John Myers. Thank you, John. I'm having to delete him out of my mobile so I don't invite him next year. He's got too many stories on me. Okay, we're almost there. One more to go. It's the Station of the Year 2012. First, though, it's back to the big screens for another special message honouring the work that you do. Here's the Shadow Health Secretary, the Right Honourable Andy Burnham.
Hello, I'm Andy Burnham. I'm the Shadow Health Secretary. I just wanted to wish you all a fantastic night, but mainly to thank you for what you do for the National Health Service and for patients and their families. It's often a really tough time when they're in hospital, and anything that lightens the day, gives people something else to think about, obviously makes a massive difference and helps them get better more quickly. So I know the NHS couldn't work without you, without those volunteers up and down the country. It's brilliant that you're all gathered there tonight to celebrate the best of what you do. Long may you do it. You have my full support, and have a great night.
Andy Burnham, Shadow Health Secretary. All right then, here we go, our final award of the evening, as it's time to reveal who is going to be named the HBA Station of the Year 2012, with thanks to our sponsors PPL. Here is our final top 10 shortlist of the evening.
Station of the Year. The nominees are Harrogate Hospital Radio.
Hello, Anthony.
Hi.
Hello.
This is the best radio station.
Hey, brilliant. Thank you.
My favourite.
Oh, brilliant.
And the food's fantastic.
Hospital Radio Basingstoke.
It's the Basingstoke Half Marathon. And I have Dave Warren, who's on the road somewhere.
Hi, you're right.
I'm very well. How are you, more importantly?
Oh, yes, tired. I'm very tired. I've just passed the 4.5 mile mark.
Hospital Radio Plymouth.
So tell us about this dreadful thing then that happened. She got run over by her own mobile.
Yeah, her scooter, her motor scooter. she was doing some shopping.
Yeah.
Instead of turning it off, she got off, put one foot on the floor and leant against the reverse button, and off she went.
Radio Charwell.
I shouldn't ask a lady her age, but
88.
you're 88, and you're good. Have you done abseiling before?
No.
So why are you abseiling?
Well, we've had every reason to be grateful to the hospital for treatment, so it's a little way of saying thank you.
Radio Glamorgan.
You're the founding member of 10cc. I must congratulate you on the fantastic career, because I've been looking through all your stuff, and the fantastic career. You've had 3 number 1s, and you're still going today. How is that?
Oh, well, it's great. I mean, I'm still playing. I love playing live.
Radio Live.
On May the 17th, 1961, the great and the good of Guildford came together to be part of something rather historic. For the first time in 300 years, a totally new Anglican cathedral in the southeast was consecrated.
Radio Redhill.
Now, I'm with Dame Judy, who has just done a marvellous job digging in a rose. I tell you what, it looks as if you've done that before.
I think I have done it before, but I have a terrible fear of worms. And that's why I don't garden much.
Radio Warnford.
Welcome to Physio Time, helping yourself during your stay in hospital, with information, tips and exercises to help your recovery and educate you for the future.
Radio Way.
In terms of the opportunities that the Games bring to Surrey, what does this mean to the county?
We know that £740 million worth of Games-related contracts have gone to Surrey, and that's actually 95% of all contracts in the southeast.
The Hospital Broadcasting Service.
I understand you just come in today, is that correct?
Yes, I was up at getting my chemotherapy and I took a heater and I think my blood count was low or something.
The thing is, what we can maybe do to keep you cheered up is get this box of chocolates over to you.
Station of the Year.
Some fantastic examples there of what we're doing around the UK. Our top 10 nominees for Station of the Year, we wish them all good luck. Now, to announce the winners in this category, we've been hearing from him all evening. 90 minutes ago, he was on BBC One, and I was looking at the watch wondering whether he'd get here, but he threw himself in a car. Welcome, your HBA patron, Alan Denicott.
And ladies and gentlemen, the winning numbers are 2, 5, 18, 40, 47 and 49. The bonus was number 19, so good luck to you with that. The number 90 is the approximate speed I was doing on the link M40 getting up here. And 5, the number of cameras I've probably been caught by. However, thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen, for inviting me to be your patron. I owe an awful lot, actually, and I've said this many times elsewhere, an awful lot to hospital radio, because it's where I learned my trade. And I had great fun at BHBN, as it was called in those days, the Birmingham Hospital Broadcasting Network. And they were based at the county cricket ground. And I hope they've done well tonight. Let's find out. First of all, then, ladies and gentlemen, Station of the Year in bronze position. And let me tell you, winner of bronze this year, Station of the Year, Bronze Award, goes to Radio Charwell.
Radio Charwell. The judge is impressed with Radio Charwell's mixture of programming, from getting children involved in hosting shows to its series of specials such as Lights of Love. Packed with localness is what the judges liked, perfect for the hospital, with even the hospital management giving interviews and answering questions. Good local involvement, good content overall was the view of the judges. Radio Charwell is bronze, Station of the Year. Alan, please, who takes silver?
We're about to find out. What's that mess down there? What on earth is going on here? See, years of knowledge in this business teaches you that it is Charwell, even though it's written Cherwell, you see. Because at Radio 2, I'm the one who gets all the bloody complaints. They seem to think that if there's somebody on air who writes back to them, it does them a lot of good. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, winner of the Silver Award in the Station of the Year category is the Hospital Broadcasting Service. So, Jim Simpson, Scottish Regional Rep, come and collect your prize, please.
Yeah, Jim, come and take it. He's taking the script from me already. Jim Simpson, who is the Scottish Regional Rep, and of course your new chairman, let's not forget. All bow to Sir Jim.
Well done, Jim.
Collect the prize. Thank you. Again, a great variety of material. The judges highlighted the excellent way calls are used as part of the open line request programme. Patients and families are all involved. The in-house produced public service announcements for the hospital were another plus for the judges, along with a local music session that was very well recorded. So the judges said, well done, taking silver, the Hospital Broadcasting Service, and I know Jim will pass on that award at some stage, unless he forgets it when he gets drunk later. Right, let's find out who is the Station of the Year for 2012. It's time for gold, but I know Alan wants to say a few words as well before. Alan.
It's very exciting, very exciting. Yeah, just to explain, ladies and gentlemen, I was hoping to be with you for longer tonight, so I was going to actually sacrifice an evening at the lottery to be at these awards. But my dep on the National Lottery is somebody else from Radio 2, who did hospital radio. Ken Bruce is one of them. The other is Charles Nove, who did it in Scotland. And with a week to go to these awards, he fell down the stairs at Western House. And so he's unable to be with us, or with me, or helping me at the lottery tonight. So that's why I had to dash up the motorway, you see. But as I said, I've got a lot to thank Hospital Radio for. What I've been doing since being appointed as patron is replying to lots of your emails, asking for voiceovers and bits and pieces for your idents. And many of them I've already replied to. I'm still going through. About 30 requests came in when I was announced as your patron. And all I can say, ladies and gentlemen, on the subject of jingles and that sort of thing is please don't ever let me be associated with any jingles that sound vaguely, this is one from my own personal collection list, any of jingles that sound vaguely like this.
Wonderful town, wonderful people, places to go, things to see. Hobart, Tasmania, that's my wonderful town. Beautiful homes, schools and churches, entertainment, places to shop. Hobart, Tasmania, that's my wonderful town. Hobart, a center of transportation, business and banking and industry. Hobart, a center of communication, the home of Radio 7HO.
Hobart is great to live in and work in,
a friendly and happy place to be. Hobart, Tasmania, that's my wonderful town. Hobart has the River Derwent.
Hobart has Mount Wellington.
Hobart has the bridge, fountains that flow.
And Hobart has Radio 7HO.
Hobart has colleges and schools.
The State University.
Hobart has the best, but better yet,
Hobart has Radio 7HO.
New Norfolk and all the Huon Valley, Channel and Eastern Shore agree. Sandy Bay South and Glenorchy know they like Radio 7HO. 7HO Hobart in a wonderful town.
I will record any words you want me to, but don't make it last that long, please. The Station of the Year, then, for this year, ladies and gentlemen, 2012, is... Wow. Who'd have thought it? Phew. Ladies and gentlemen, winner of the Gold Award. Hospital Radio Plymouth!
gold last year, they're gold again this year. All the judges said the same. This entry oozed localness. Not just hospital related, but the station clearly goes out and about, bringing local events to the patients. The judges were impressed with the good community involvement of the station. As one judge put it, it's got so much relevant local and health content. This station is brilliant. The 2012 HBA PPL Station of the Year, Hospital Radio Plymouth. We almost had a Charles Nove situation. He nearly fell off the back of the stage. Somebody was going to do it. Thank you to Alan as well, who is now smooching. He's now smooching with Kath backstage. Kath's husband, Keith, has got a bottle of red wine and doesn't care, so that's all right.
We're in for a good night here.
Absolutely. That's it then for another year. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. Thanks again to our sponsors, thank you, our special guest this evening, and all of our judges. Thanks again also to the team from Scunthorpe Hospital Radio for assisting with tonight's ceremony. Kath, yes, Alan?
Just one bit of
One more.
advice.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people say, how can I win the National Lottery? One bit of advice, ladies and gentlemen, don't choose number 43 on Wednesday night. Don't choose 43. Good night.
You're laughing, but I bet if you get a ticket for Wednesday, you won't have 43 on it now. Thank you to all the team from Scunthorpe, to Kath, who's backstage and has been handing the envelopes over and the trophies. Thank you, Kath. Thanks to Keith, who helped on the presentation, who sat down there. Thank you to Andy for taking the photos, to Paul, who was escort for Alan. And thank you, of course, to Ian Lee, my co-producer. Where are you, Ian? Hello. Don't stand next to me, I look really short.
I thought I'd come up on the stage this year because Sean has thanked all of us every year, but nobody ever thanked Sean. And you'll have to bear with me because for this bit I haven't got the benefit of an auto cue, because if I had, Sean would have found out. I just want to say a few words. When we launched this awards ceremony at the back end of last year, some of you may know who follow him on Twitter that Sean hasn't been very well since the last awards ceremony. He was quite seriously ill. I'm not going to go into medical details because it'll lynch me.
Oh, I'm joined to
But he was very seriously ill, and as he mentioned earlier in the ceremony, he spent quite a considerable amount of time in hospital. I wasn't certain when I was writing to you all to launch this year's awards that Sean would even be able to perform his duties for this year's awards. I collect all the entries in from you, I collate them all ready for the judges, but it's thanks to Sean who, behind the scenes, apart from standing up in front of you here tonight to present the awards, he's the one who rounds up the list of judges, he coordinates with them and sorts all of that side of it out for me. And then, of course, he sorts out guests for this evening, he comes here every year and he presents it. So it really has been quite remarkable this year that we've been able to put on this ceremony in the normal way and run the competition, because Sean went that extra mile this year and everything that he did for the awards happened when it should have been, despite the fact that he had a considerable amount of time off work and has been very seriously ill. So I'd like to call on Paul Sylvester from Absolute Radio to come up here and say a few words.
It's actually 25 years since somebody walked into Scunthorpe Hospital Radio. And back then, they kind of realised they'd got something special. Somebody who was creative, who was mischievous, but somebody who knew what it was all about. Looking after patients. Back then, Sean had a 28-inch waist. Still have. And hair. And then he was working at his local newspaper. But then he managed to take his love of radio, and trust me, it is an Anunnaki love of radio,
and he managed to get a job as a reporter on his local radio station, Links FM. He then became a newsreader, he then became deputy news editor, he then became news editor. But all that time, he still dedicated time to Scunthorpe Hospital Radio. He was in there some weeks presenting potentially the worst show on hospital radio. You wouldn't have seen it in the top 10. And he was going around the wards, he was collecting requests, we were playing bingo on there, he was talking to nurses, he was flirting. I think he'd been engaged about 16 times at that point, hadn't you? Anyway, he did all of that whilst also starting to run one of the UK's most successful radio stations in Links FM. So why am I here to hand out this award? 20 years ago, I also walked into that hospital radio station. I wanted to work in radio. It was the only thing I ever wanted to do. And Sean took me under his wing. He taught me how to be a presenter. Not a good presenter, but a presenter all the same. And he taught me all that you need to know about radio. I went off to university, came back 3 years later, and he also gave me my first proper job in radio as a reporter working for Sean at Links FM. Basically, if it hadn't been for Sean, I wouldn't be here tonight, whether it be hospital radio or Links FM. So actually, I think it's a perfect opportunity, 25 years, the stuff as Ian mentioned that Sean's been through this year, that we actually all say a massive thank you to a man who still failed tonight in his challenge to get the words big black filing cabinet and fluorescent hot pants into his speech. Oh, it's in the closing. Oh, it's on the auto cue. There we go. Damn him. So, a very, very special award this evening. I hope you'll join me in thanking him, congratulating him, and paying tribute to the fabulous Sean Dunderdale. Now, in true Brits fashion, unfortunately, we've got to go to the news at 10.
Get off. Sit down, for God's sake. So, well done to Hospital Radio Plymouth for Gold Station of the Year. Thank you. This is a complete surprise, and tonight is not about me, but I love doing hospital radio. I love radio in general, and I love putting on this ceremony with Ian and with all the team at Scunthorpe Hospital Radio, and even ill health was not going to stop me doing it, I assure you, and it was only attention-seeking. I just wanted 3 months off work. So, anyway, thank you very much. Thank you. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you. Right, where were we? Special thanks must go to the team at Warwick Corporate Events. In the profession and in the radio industry, I'm at various award ceremonies, and they really are the best in the business. They're very professional, very helpful. So thank you. Thank you very much for all the help that you do with this ceremony. The main thank you, though, is you. This is your event. It's not about me. It's about you. And not only for the nominations, but for the voluntary work that you do right across the UK. Tonight, and Hospital Broadcasting Week that follows, has been about raising the profile and celebrating the amazing work that is carried out by you, hospital broadcasters, right across the country. Your work isn't in vain. It is recognised, as we've seen tonight, at the highest level. I can tell you, we are opening the entries for next year's awards this week on the HBA website towards the end of the week, and there will be a new category for next year. But I'm not saying any more than that. You'll have to check out the HBA website later on this week. Basically, get thinking now. If you've done something really great, save it for next year's awards. I am Sean Dunderdale. Next year we return to Blackpool. Make the most of Hospital Broadcasting Week. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Don't forget, by the way, I don't know if you saw the leaflet in your bags, checkout has been brought forward to 9 AM tomorrow morning, so if you all need to check out by 9 AM. Don't let that spoil your evening, though. From the National Hospital Radio Awards for 2012, good night! I go back on? Hold it, 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 hold it. I knew I'd forget something. If you've won bronze, silver or gold tonight, if you come behind the speakers here, Kath will give you one. Sorry, Kath will give you a box to put your trophy in and also a certificate. So don't forget, get a box for your trophy and a certificate from Kath, who is hiding just behind the speakers here. Thank you, good night, enjoy the rest of the evening.